Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna Peppers, and today we're going to be starting the Veronaville portion of my Sims 2 Uberhood. In case you're new here, my Uberhood consists of Pleasant View, Strangetown, and Veronaville. And we are getting into the Veronaville families today. I'm so excited. It has been a long time in the making. If you've been here since the beginning of my channel, then you may remember my Uberhood introduction videos. I believe the last time I touched anything in Veronaville was probably in August or maybe September of 2022. So it's been a while and I'm very eager to get back to it. The first family we're going to be starting off with in this part of the Uberhood is actually going to be one of my favorites, the classic, the iconic Capp family. So we do have Dina Caliente here. She is Consort Capp's wife. That was a surprise to everyone, myself included. I did not expect this to become one of my favorite pairings, but here we are. So things obviously did not work out between Dina. Just for a little bit of a recap, in case you did not watch my introduction video, she knew that Mortimer was married to Bella Goth, and she still shot her shot anyway. And even though Mortimer did have a moment of weakness, he did have an affair with Dina. They did not get together. He decided he did not want to leave Bella because he loved her. Little did he know that Bella was cheating on him. But anyway, that's all in the past. Mortimer's dead now. That's pretty, it's bleak, but we've moved on. So this child right here, the teenage boy, this is River. He is the biological child of Mortimer and Dina, so he's a little bit of a lover baby. But when River was just a toddler and things did not work out between his mother and father, Dina moved on to the next richest man in town, and that was Consort Capp. Consort was still kind of reeling a little bit from the loss of his wife and his children, because as you know, the Capp and Monty feud was a little bit of a bloody one. But Dina came in, she seemed to just turn his life around. He's a little bit happier now, but he's still kind of a grouch. So it is what it is. And then also in the household, we still have Tybalt Capp, and we have this little girl who is one of my favorite little babies, even though she's kind of interesting looking. It's Amelia. She is the daughter of Dina and Consort. I did not expect Consort to be able to squeeze another baby out of himself, but here we are. So the bio says, Consort surprised his entire family when he announced he was getting married again. No one could believe he was finally ready to move on after all these years. Dina must be very convincing. After her failed seduction of Mortimer landed her with an unplanned pregnancy and no sugar daddy, she found the next best thing, Consort. Tybalt is living with a couple to train as the next Capp patriarch, but his grandfather has given him a seemingly impossible task. He must marry. Will Tybalt's attraction to Dina make that more difficult? Let's go find out. Here we are in the Capp manor. I have the walls up so you get the full splendor of the entire household. I haven't done anything to remodel this house yet, but it is in my plans, just maybe not today. So a few things, let's reintroduce ourselves to the family. We have Consort Capp over here. He's sitting at the computer because he just finished wiring Hermia, one of his grandchildren, a little lump sum of cash. If you recall from our Dreamer video with Hermia and her husband Dirk, they were strapped for cash and they had to ask Consort, and he actually was feeling a little generous and sent them a little bit of money. So now Hermia and Dirk have moved to a home here in Veronaville. And then somewhere down here, she is laying up in the bed. We have Dina, just one of the most simply iconic Sims that there are in The Sims 2. She is still 18 days away from becoming an elder, and she wants to woohoo. She only has the 2 children. She's got River and Amelia, so you never know. Maybe she will have another baby at some point in her life. And then down here, now with the black baseball cap, we're going to have to change that. I did change my defaults. I've discussed this before. He looks a little angry at himself. He might be losing chess to himself, but here he is playing chess. Tybalt is 24 days away from becoming an elder. He went to college, graduated, and moved back home. He was fully under the impression that he was going to be trained to become the next patriarch of the Capp family. So even though this is a matriarchal family and usually the women are leading it, Consort is still the CEO, or what is it called? Yes, the business tycoon of the Capp family business. So he was deciding that he was going to maybe hand the reins over to Tybalt. Despite the fact that his daughter Goneril, which is his oldest child, really wants her hands on the family business, for some reason or another, Consort, even though he's very close with his daughter Goneril, he has never thought that she had what it took to be the business tycoon of the Capp family. So that's why Tybalt thought that he was maybe going to get his hands on it. But then things got a little messed up because Consort married Dina and they had another daughter, Amelia. And yes, Amelia is a toddler, and Consort is very close to passing away of old age, so it is very unlikely that Amelia herself is going to be the full heiress of everything. But, you know, she does make things a little bit more difficult. Dina is doing everything in her power to make sure that Consort leaves all of his fortune to her and her children. She doesn't have a whole lot of sympathy for Consort's other children because they're all fully grown adults. In fact, some of them are even older than Dina. I think Goneril might be a bit older. So she doesn't really care. She doesn't have a great relationship with his other children. So that's just where we are right now. As far as her relationship goes with Tybalt, Tybalt did have quite a bit of attraction to Dina when she first moved into the house. He put the moves on her a couple of times despite his better judgment, because I think he knew that things would definitely not work out if, say, Consort were to discover this. But Dina had absolutely no interest, so we did not have to worry about an affair between them. Oh, and our Vasil, the butler Vasil, has decided he's going to fire the other people I've hired. Okay, so today is Friday, it's 8 a.m., and up here, one of my other favorite Sims ever is River Caliente. So River does not have the Goth family name because it was supposed to be a secret of who his biological father was. He never discovered that Mortimer Goth was his biological father. He still does not know, even though he has a relationship, or I should say had, because, oh, he's a bit scandalized. I see Consort was talking about Vega Curious. Weird. Anyway, so yes, River never discovered that his biological father is Mortimer Goth. He knew who Mortimer was because Mortimer would come to River's birthday parties and things like that. He had a very estranged relationship with Dina, so he would only come to see River once in a while. But yeah, I don't think that River knows yet that that's who his dad was. Of course, unfortunately, Mortimer has passed on now, so any opportunity River would have had to have a relationship with him is gone. River is a romance sim, and he, as I see here, wants to kiss Iris Pleasant. I'm kind of okay with that, but he is also in love with Mason Capp. He is best friends with Vega Curious, and I think that's also why Consort may have been talking about Vega, because he's like, hey, you shouldn't be hanging out with them weird, curious people from Strangetown. They're super, like, not normal, which is true. But River doesn't care about that. And then he has something going on with Iris now, so I'm going to lock that in. I could definitely see that becoming something. River is a romance sim. Even though this is probably not how I would have pictured things going for him, I've reasoned it in the past that I think maybe River is a romance sim because he grew up his whole life without a father figure. Okay, he decided to walk the long way. He has gone his entire life without a father figure. He has lived in the Capp manor since he was a toddler, and so yes, you would think Consort Capp would be that father figure for him, but they are like just barely friends. They really don't get along very well. Consort is hardly very paternal even with his actual children, so I don't think that he really has it in himself to pose as the man in River's life that he needed. And River just aged up to a teenager as well, and he's already been very busy with the women in his life. Oh, it's time for someone else to go to work. So Tybalt is gonna go to work today. I'm gonna fix his hair, I guess, when he gets back. He's about to be late. He better run. He is a legal biller in the law career, so you may be wondering why Tybalt was interested in becoming the business tycoon if... Yeah, there he goes. If he was not going to join the business career, but the main reason is that he decided when he was in college that his expertise better lies within what the law career has to offer. So the way I'm looking at it is he's in the law career, but he's still entwined with the Capp family business. Maybe he is going to become the company's attorney. I could see that. And then, of course, let's get a better look at Amelia. She's down here in Consort's arms. So she is 2 days away from becoming a child. So since she'll be 1 day away on on Friday, we will get to see her age up to a child on Saturday before the end of this round, which I'm excited about. She has learned some toddler skills, I believe. Yeah, she already knows how to walk, and she was potty trained by Dina. She just needs to learn to talk now. A lot of her memories are of her family members because the Capp family is so large. She remembers everybody growing up. We had a lot of birthdays in the last round, and Ariel going to college, things like that. Never understood why that would appear in a toddler's memories, but alas. Consort here is pretty thrilled, I guess, to have another child. He's very old, so A lot of his maybe father instincts have gone out the window, but he's trying. He has a pretty good relationship with Amelia. I feel like they're going to get to a good point, at least before he expires of old age. I wonder how soon that's going to be. He's already 74 days old, so that'll have to be discovered later. But we're going to take Amelia to the potty, and I suppose whenever she's taken care of, Dina's down here waiting. She wants to woohoo, and I don't think she cares with who. But Consort's here, so it might as well be him. We can see here that she does have some chemistry with other Sims. Where is she? I don't think I meant to do that, but she is having an affair with Rip Grunt, a much younger man. As you know, Rip Grunt is a romance sim, and he will, get it on with anybody, but I think he especially likes because Dina is very attractive, but she's also a rich housewife, so it's probably a thrill for him. And then, even though she has a lot of chemistry with a ton of other Sims, including Alexander Goth, barf, she has a crush on Don. She caught him cheating once or twice, and she wasn't with that. So they don't have a super good relationship. I can't even remember the last time they interacted. But her main fling right now is with Rip Grunt. Like, whenever Consort is at work, that's who she calls over. So they're already flirting and getting, excited. And Vasil is just being completely useless. So sometimes the butler gets stuck, and I have to just kind of shoo him. And sometimes that'll get him to move around and do something else. It's terribly annoying. And I do have the mods that are supposed to fix the butlers, but even with those, sometimes it's just not a lot. I must have hired a repairman to come by, because they usually come by at 9 a.m., and Vasil dismissed them. Alright, so some of the wants that Consort is interested in, he wants to earn some money. He is off until Monday, so that's going to be a while, and he wants to interact with Tybalt. I'm going to lock in the want for him to talk to Tybalt, because there must be something that they want to talk about. And we are going to just straight to it, casual woohoo. Dina's got it on the brain, so why not? Amelia up here is just hanging out upstairs all by herself. She is not a neglected child by any means, and she's going to grow up more privileged than most with the family connections and the money that she has. But I wonder if she's just ever going to feel a disconnect between her mother and father, especially there is such a large age gap between her parents, and even though they have a connection, Consort and Dina, and they are in love, technically speaking, look at this, she wants to invite Rip over, that's great. I just don't know how much of this is actually them being in love as much as it is Dina saw an opportunity and she took it, and Consort was lonely, so it's just nice for him to have someone. Phone's ringing, and River just got 100 simoleons for having a good report card. I suppose I'm going to get Dina up. Answer the phone. You can see I did replace some... Oh, this isn't supposed to be there anymore. That was for a birthday cake. I did replace some of the furniture in here. I've been slowly upgrading, and I did buy a couple things for the bedroom, but, I haven't remodeled the house. Oh, this is Levi Curious. This is Dina's nephew. This is actually, if you recall from a few videos ago, this is the son. I almost said this is the daughter. This is the son of Vidkin and Nina, but River's not here. And River has paid 100 simoleons for private school fees. They usually pay those in the morning, so that's interesting. It's 12 p.m. Being that River's in private school, I do have a mod that lets private school students out at noon, so he's already home. And now we have a chance card for Tybalt, and I'm a little nervous, but let's see what happens. Oh no, okay, so basically, long story short, I didn't finish reading the chance card because I thought it was about to expire, but Tybalt demanded that Mr. Vanderso get 25% of what the land grabs owed to him for some kind of case, and the Vandersos did not appreciate this. Before he could explain, Vanderso accuses him of stealing from him and orders him out of his office. Tybalt has been fired. That is just great. Consort is not going to be happy. And I mean, neither is Tybalt, but oh, man. Yeah, that's a letdown. That's very not good for you. Tybalt. But something that I did forget to touch point on is the fact that Tybalt is now engaged. So if you couldn't tell from the bio that we read, I wrote that before Tybalt got engaged. He had been flirting around with Marissa Bendette for quite a long time. She's a townie. She's in a medical career, I believe. So like she's got stuff going for her. He has a lot of friends. He went out with this Yvette girl a couple of times in college, but nothing ever came of it. So Marissa and Tybalt had been dating off and on for so long, and they finally fell in love. Marissa actually said screw it, and she asked Tybalt to marry her. And he said yes, because it was the easiest option for him. He's like, well, my grandfather wants me to get married, so I might as well. And they do have decent attraction. And now he's pissed at Mercutio, of course. So let's get this hat off of him, because I don't think he would wear this. Hold on one second while I do that. And this is what Tybalt looks like after he gets a fresh new do. I was sort of sitting on the fence because I kind of figured he would get something a little bit more conservative. But I like this for him. It just screams like rich boy. And he got a little bit of a shave. He has less facial hair than he did before. So he looks great. As good as he's going to look anyway to me. So, anywho, now he has to go inside, and I'm inside someone else's house. He's going to have to go inside and break the news to Consort that he's been fired. I wonder, does he have the connection that he could plead for his job? No, unfortunately, he's so close to having it, but no, he does not have that plead for job. So he's just going to have to come in, and whenever Consort wakes up, break the news. But for now, we're just going to take care of some of his needs. Obviously, he feels like crap. And I don't remember why this is here. I don't know why I would have put that there. But I'm going to move it for the time being because I have a strong feeling. I don't know where to put this. I have a pretty strong feeling that Consort is going to insist now is the time, especially now that Tybalt has been fired, that he goes ahead and ties the knot. And I usually use this like courtyard looking thing for a good wedding placement. I'm going to have River call Iris and invite her over. And Consort is awake for the day. So Iris, he's also friends with Grace, but he has a thing for Iris, so we're going to invite her over. I'm kind of hoping that Iris and Grace don't both go for River, because then it's just going to be an awkward like Nina, Dina, Dawn situation all over again. She wants to bring a friend. I'm going to say yes. River doesn't have the idea that this is going to be like a date or anything. He's just inviting her to hang out, and if they happen to kiss, then great. Oh dear, and poor Amelia, I've been ignoring her. She's very tired, so I'm just going to have Dina plop her in the crib. This is Dina's everyday wear, by the way. I don't think that I got a good look of it last time when we were in the introduction videos. So, she's looking good. Very, like, hot, but also, like, I was going to say professional, but she doesn't have a job. Maybe, like, business-like, for whenever she has to meet with Consort's colleagues and such as that. Everyone's pretty hungry, but naturally there's nothing to eat. Let's see if there's any leftovers. The butler hardly ever cooks anything for us. And let's go see if Iris and her friend is here. Of course, she brought Demi Garth, a complete townie. She's likely what looks to me like a restaurant hostess. The only thing there is to eat in the fridge is toaster pastries, and it's lunchtime, so instead I'm going to see if I can get someone to cook something. Unfortunately, the person with the highest cooking skill is Dina, and she only has 4 points, but I guess she'll come down and make some chef's salad. She can't burn that. Well, honestly, Tybalt maybe will... No, he can't make salad. I'm going to have him call Marissa, possibly, or whoever. He wants to talk to this Amen guy, so I guess I'll have him call Amen. Let's see, there he is. Kind of random. Oh, naturally he's at work, so never mind. We'll call someone else. I usually just do this and see who he has the lowest relationship with. Oh, he may or may not have a thing going for Nina Curious, but she's already involved with a few other Sims, plus she's pregnant and married, so let's not and say we did. Then he's got his Uncle Kent. He's friends with Jennifer Burb, Johnny Smith, Hermia Dreamer, Dustin Broke, Juliet, his sister, and then the girl he used to date, and his fiance. So maybe we'll try to just call up Marissa, tell her about the horrible day he's had, how terrified he is to break the news to his grandfather. Alright, and now River has met up with Iris, and they're instantly just chatting. I'm gonna let them start out slow, but he does want to flirt with her and kiss her. I don't think that they've had a kiss yet. He's only kissed one person, and it's Mason Capp, the girl he's in love with. So I kind of touched on this. Hello, Marsha Brunick. That's a cute little outfit. But yes, so I thought I had some reservations about River getting involved with a Capp, considering he's basically an honorary Capp. Like, he was sort of adopted into the family, but he isn't related to anybody in the Capp family by blood, and his sister is, you know, so maybe it's a little odd that his sister is Mason's cousin. Actually, technically, I'm sorry, Amelia would be Mason's aunt. That's odd because of the age difference, but it's true. She never got... Okay, I think that the butler likely is messing around with Amelia. Yeah, so... Oh, God. So annoying. I'm gonna have to fire him. I like the idea of having a butler, but they are honestly just more hassle than they are worth. Great, and the salad was made, so whoever's hungry, let's make sure Consort put her in the crib. Okay, now nobody touch her. And we're gonna have some salad, and Tybalt is going to have to maybe have lunch with his grandfather to break the news, and we're gonna flirt. We're going to suggest something to Iris. I really think she's going to be into it. They're already very close friends. They've been friends since childhood. Oh gosh, he's jumping straight to the makeout. Okay. Oh, instant crush, instant best friends. That's great. I believe this is going to be Iris's first kiss. Let me double check. Oh, I take it back. How could I have forgotten that Iris Pleasant had her first kiss with Johnny Smith, and as he was an adult and married and a father. Because if you remember from the Smith video when we played with Ophelia and Johnny, I talked about that a few times. I completely forgot, though, in this moment that that was Iris. So, but this will be the first person that she's romantically interested in that's her age, so maybe this will be healthy for Iris. I mean, not super healthy because he doesn't have any... River, that is. It does not have any indication that he wants to be in a relationship with her. He just wants to get romantic, if you know what I mean. We're gonna kiss her tenderly. See if she goes for it. Nice. And yeah, they already want to make out. I'm gonna lock it in. We're gonna maybe wait a bit. Oh, great. And now Grace wants to speak to River. That's so funny. But they're just friends. Jennifer and Tybalt look like they're no longer friends. Let's go check on Tybalt and Consort. So ignore the thought bubbles, but we're just going to say, like, this is the conversation they're having. Consort does not look happy. He's like, how could you get fired? Like, this is the whole reason that we were training you for, was to take over, be the company's attorney. Now you've made the entire family look bad. Tybalt is embarrassed, but he's trying to defend himself, possibly. He's like, listen, I did XYZ. I did everything I could, essentially, is what he's trying to say. Oh, he looks so sad. Oh, and angry. And a little angry. But Consort is saying, listen, you are a Capp. We're still going to work this out. But the next step, the best course of action, you have to get married. You're getting older. You have to start thinking about creating a family. And Tybalt is not super excited about this, but he's going to do it. And he wants to have a party. I'm going to lock that in. And we are going to throw a wedding party. It's happening. Here we are. I have finished decorating the courtyard area for the wedding, and looking at it all together, it's a mess. But listen, I wasn't sure what I wanted as far as aesthetics go. I have definitely done better, but I just kind of figured maybe Tybalt himself threw this together, and that's why it looks like terrible. There's only 6 seats at the wedding altar. I don't expect people to actually sit down. You know how that goes. So we're just going to invite whoever's going to show up. So I'm actually going to go ahead, and we need to get rid of this Demi girl so that we can invite the people that we actually want to be here. And we're going to turn off the television. Stop talking to her. Okay. Dina wants to invite over Rip. I can't with that. We're going to jump in everybody's formal wear for the wedding. I've got no clue what Tybalt's formal wear is, but we're going to... Okay. All right, Demi. Goodbye. But we're just going to have him get married in whatever he's going to wear. Marissa obviously needs to come. Juliet and Monty. If you don't recall, Juliet is married to Romeo Monty, his best friend Dustin, and his sister Hermia. And it's not going to let us invite Johnny Smith, but I might just teleport him because what's one more guest, you know? So, but that's it. Everybody's coming, thank goodness. I was a little worried that Marissa wasn't going to come. We have a stereo, yes. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lock the door to the house to allow household only. And we're just going to keep everybody in the party outside. It's easier to manage them. It's a big house, and then it's small little walkways, so it's easy for us to have routing issues. But we are going to turn on the stereo, and then I want to put it outside for the guests. Maybe you switch it to classical music. I feel like that's what Consort would like. And we're going to put this outside. People can dance or whatever they want to do. Alright, and then of course his fun is horribly low. I'm going to have Consort change into his formal wear. How's Amelia doing? She is still not in the crib. Jesus. Whew. I think we're going to send the butler home early, because he is just on my last ever-living nerve today. Just goodbye. Goodbye, Vasil. He's not even going to let me say goodbye. He's probably going somewhere. Dismiss. The game lagged for a second, so that's how I know that the guests are all here. And I was going to hire a bartender, but I'm just going to let Consort make the drinks. Oh my gosh, her hunger's low too. Am I going to have my daughter taken by the social worker? Okay, he's been dismissed. Alright. Oh, jeez. So we're going to have people start coming outside to greet the guests. River's still down here with Iris. I wonder what they're doing. Oh, they're hanging out. Oh, and Marissa showed up in her medical lab coat. And Mercutio's here? Why? But okay. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Amelia is going to grow up in one day. River has the opportunity to enter college. River, you need to put on your formal wear as well. I'm just going to find the sim blender and force formal on everybody. Alright, so now that they're all in their formal wear, I'm going to have River come up here. He's going to get something to eat. Poor Amelia. She's going to be asleep for the majority of the party. Oh, and he was going to go hold hands with Marissa. That's sweet. He needs to be in his formal wear as well. Appearance, Tybalt, clothing, formal. Okay. His fun is very low. I'm going to let him come have a drink. That usually helps a little bit, and Consort's going to join him. They're going to drink and talk amongst themselves. Dina's already talking about inheritance money with someone. I guess she's talking about to Consort, like, hey, whenever you die, can you, like, leave my child the biggest inheritance? Oh, the phone is ringing, naturally, so I'll send Dina inside to answer. Just keeping a close eye on Amelia. So everybody's here, but everyone else... Okay, Dustin came up almost up the stairs. Iris is up here dancing. Everyone else is down here at the mailbox. Is Juliet available to talk? No, because she doesn't live here, and I don't know why it's getting a phone call for her. We're going to give Marissa a little bit of a makeover because she's going to want to look a little better than she does for her wedding. Alrighty, so unfortunately the sun set right as soon as I ended the gussy up, but I gave her a different hairstyle and I put some makeup on her, and I think that'll be her new everyday hairstyle as well. I was going to go a little bit fancier, but then I decided it was a little bit too much. Oh my gosh, this Kobe cat scared me. I did not know who that was. I wish that I had gotten them married earlier in the day, because now it's nighttime and it's a little harder to see, but that is why I put all these lights out here. And, you know, I want to be able to focus on the wedding without worrying that Amelia is going to get taken away by the social worker. So I am going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to raise her hunger a little bit because, yeah, I'm just a cheater. I'm just a cheater. Sorry. But that's better. All right. So without further ado, we need to hurry up and make sure that they say their vows with enough time. So we're going to turn off the stereo so that people will actually come sit. No, turn off the TV too. And we're going to make sure that people come and sit down. I did not invite any of Tybalt's like extended family members because honestly, It was just going to be too much. I've had massive weddings before, but I decided that I only wanted Tybalt's closest friends to be there, and that just so happened to include his two sisters, thankfully. But I don't see a reason for everyone else to be here. They'll still get the memory of him getting married. They're not going to care. So everyone's going to go sit, and Tybalt is going to go say hello to his friends, just to get them all prepared. Mercutio is here. He's crashing the wedding. That is literally what this is. But we're going to wait to say something to him until after he's done. So you need to sit back down. I told you to sit. Alright. And then now we're going to get married. And this is going to prompt everyone else to sit down, I hope. Oh, and she changed wedding dresses. Okay. I'm going to X out the action of sitting in the chair so they stop talking. And hopefully this will work. Okay, Dustin's already glitched. He's not going to sit down to watch. Juliet is, though. I don't know where anybody else is. So Hermia and Mercutio are having dinner over here together. I guess that's it. That's everybody that was here. No one else should be allowed to go in the house. So there we go. Oh, and Dustin's going to sit. So at least all the chairs will be occupied. And here we go. We're going to start with the vows. I didn't have them work their way up to it, but it looks like she's saying yes. She's got the memory of having, you know, a good wedding. I'm going to take a screenshot. And ta-da! We are now married. And Marissa's going to be moving into this household with us. With 5,114 simoleons. Oh god, and he is just positively pissed. Like, I get it. It's okay to be upset. I know. So now I'm just gonna let everybody loose a little bit and just kind of do their own thing. Let's go check on Amelia upstairs. She's gonna wake up any minute now. Marissa's part of the household. It says here she is 25 days away from becoming an elder. So she's actually 2 days younger than Tybalt. And she is a lab assistant. I don't know why I thought she was in the medical career. She's in the science career. That makes more sense. But either way, she's just married into a rich family. She has the memory of marrying a rich sim, even though it's not his money. But nevertheless, she is a fortune sim, so stuff like that, I guess, really matters to her. And she wants to go on vacation. I'm going to lock that in, but unless Tybalt also rolls a want to go on vacation, it's not going to matter. Okay, she really needs to use the bathroom, and of course, River's using the same toilet. Hold on. Everybody calm down. I didn't think about that. I usually use the sim blender to max out all the guests' bladder so they don't fight and pee on themselves, but it's fine. So I see that Dina is having a conversation, and she just became best friends with Tybalt. So I guess they've gotten over whatever awkward tidbit there was between them when she first moved into the household, and Tybalt had a little bit of a crush on her. He's married now. He's moved on. He still thinks Dina's a beautiful person and everything, but he does not feel the need or any impulse, that is, to be with her, especially being that she is, technically speaking, his step-grandma. So I'm kind of glad that that fizzled out. I was a little nervous, you know. Although, in Dina's defense, it would make perfect sense once Consort bites the dust for her to marry Tybalt, but that ship has sailed. So anyway, we're going to satisfy some of Tybalt's wants. We're going to turn this back on, and we're going to prank someone with a ventrilo fart. Why not? And of course, Dustin thinks Dina's hot too. Marissa missed work today. That's because she got married, so I think it'll be okay. And the toilet's clogged. Goodness gracious. I'm going to have her come back out here and have some... Well, see, if I tell her to get some food, she's going to take it into the kitchen because these plates are dirty. Where's Dina? I'm going to make her work a little bit at the wedding. She's going to clean up some plates. Uh-oh, the ghosts are out and about. This is another negative side effect of having an outdoor wedding at night. Okay, Tybalt just farted on Dustin and they're having a great time. Maybe let's play some Red Hands or something? If you're wondering how Dustin and Tybalt became best friends, it's because they went to college together. They got to know one another there. Oh, something's happening. Oh, I got scared that Consort was dying for some reason, but he just got fat. Had a little too much turkey. Nice one. Everybody's cleaning up amongst themselves. Good for you. And Amelia is awake. Poor thing has been completely left out of the wedding festivities, but she's a toddler, so not like there's a whole lot she can do anyway. I'm going to have Dina come up here, though, and she's going to grab Amelia to come take her to the high chair. And River has just completely abandoned the party. He was watching TV, but I'm going to have him come up and give Iris a romantic smooch, since he wants to. Tybalt is going to come eat this leftover gelatin. I just want them to sit at the table. Kennedy Cox? Why the hell are you here? Just eating a salad just so casually at my wedding. Literally, does he even know anyone here, or was he just a passerby? Look, he is really furious with Mercutio. That's great. Oh yeah, just kiss her right there. It'll be fun to see if, in the long run, if River and Iris or any of the, you know, people he likes get together and have children, because that'd be more redheads in the Capp family. Or a pseudo Capp anyway. I want them to make out now, but maybe not right here at the table. We're gonna give her another, we're gonna hold her hand. They have a crush on each other now, so I don't think she will say no. And Iris is just very smitten, and Juliet's like, yeah, that was me and Romeo back in the day. Young love, am I right? I swear these parties go by too fast sometimes. It is 10 o'clock at night, but still. Oh no, I completely forgot about Amelia again. There are officially too many Sims in this household, but I'm gonna leave Tybalt and Marissa in this household, and then at the end of the round, I may consider getting them out into their own house. But that would require taking some money from this household. Oops, someone's falling in love. Iris just fell in love. It's getting serious now, guys. It's getting serious. Oh boy. Well, one thing at a time. So River and Iris, well, River is not in love with Iris, but she's in love with him. I'm going to maybe get them into a more secluded spot. Of course, Juliet wants to talk to Iris now. We're going to call her over. So I do spy with my little eye. Mercutio has been talking to Hermia for quite some time. And if you don't remember, or if you've never played Veronaville before, you may not know this, but Hermia and Mercutio actually start the game with crushes on each other. As we know now, things have definitely fizzled out. Mercutio was very hurt by the fact that Hermia decided to go out with Puck Summer Dream as a teenager, and he just never really forgave her. And she moved on. Of course, now she's married to Dirk Dreamer, so things didn't work out with Puck anyway. And if you don't remember from my introduction videos, Mercutio is single and ready to mingle. He's got something kind of going with Bottom Summer Dream, but she's a little bit younger than him. I don't know. It would not be surprising to me to learn that Mercutio is kind of living in the past and maybe hoping a little bit that, maybe not even hoping, but just daydreaming, that is, that things might work out still between he and Hermia. So he's definitely having a good time talking to her. Oh no, Marissa, word around the streets is that you're not doing too great in the community. There have been some unpleasant rumors spreading about you. She has a bad reputation. Interesting then that Consort would allow Tybalt to marry her. I love her dress. She wants to have some fun, and I usually like my married couples to share a dance at the wedding, even though it's basically over. Okay, and then now they are a little bit separated now, so we're going to have them come make out. Perfect time to have a make out at the end of a wedding. And the wedding's now over. We had a roof raiser. Everybody's leaving. I am utterly shocked that Tybalt never took it upon himself to kick Mercutio out, to even say anything to him, but I guess he's a little bit busy. Oh, and fantastic. River is very pleased with himself and now has the wand to make out with 3 different Sims. I believe, so he's made out with Iris now. Has he ever made out with Mason? No. So he could invite Mason over tomorrow maybe to make out number 2. And with that, we're going to unset everything for the wedding. I would say the butler is going to come through and take care of a lot of this, but I'm sure that they will not. And Dina has gone to sleep. Amelia has been abandoned in her high chair. I cannot wait for her to age up to a child tomorrow because it's a little bit exhausting. She still needs to learn how to talk, but she doesn't have the want for it anymore. Consort is taking a shower. I'm going to have him take Amelia to the potty and then maybe give her a bath when they're finished. And yeah, here we are. They're having their slow dance after everybody's left. They're just getting a little romantic. I do think that Tybalt and Marissa have feelings for each other. It's just that Tybalt's hand was a little bit forced. You know, Marissa is the one that proposed to him, and he felt a little bit forced into getting married by Consort. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't love Marissa. And I think that they could grow into having something very special. He wants to hire a bartender. It's a little bit late for that, honey, but okay. And I now see he has the want to go on a vacation. So I'm going to lock in the want for them both. It would not be technically considered a honeymoon, but you know what? I feel like it would be great. I might do that as like a bonus video, actually, of Marissa and Tybalt having a nice little honeymoon. Maybe to Tweaky Island or something. It does say... It just says vacation. It doesn't say beach vacation, but I'm probably, most likely, would send them to the beach. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Oh, God. All right, we're getting scared by ghosts now. And so now we have to think about where we're going to have them set up shop. So the bedroom situation, not ideal. There's no way I'm going to fit a double bed in Tybalt's current room. Yeah, even if I was to knock down some walls and add this space, it's still too narrow for a double bed. And then the bigger bedroom over here would be better. It would fit a double bed at least. But this is River's room, and I don't think he's going to give it up very easily. Especially being that I don't intend for Tybalt and Marissa to live here permanently. I think they are, especially if they wound up getting pregnant or something. We'll figure it out when bedtime gets a little bit closer. Alright, so I figured out a way to fit a double bed into Tybalt's room, and at the same time, I got rid of that ugly blue carpet. This is just a temporary living space. I don't expect them to stay here very long, but at least for the rest of this round, they'll have somewhere comfortable to stay together, and I made it even look a little bit nicer. And I also didn't mind getting rid of the weird architecture, how it had like that, similar how Amelia's room, it's like slanted walls. I'm seeing right here that there is no wallpaper on that little section, so I'll fix that while I'm looking at it. I think I noticed that in my introduction videos as I was editing them back, but it's just been so long that I haven't been able to get back here to fix it. So, yay, there's their room. Nothing else in there, no decorations. It is what it is. So, in the meantime, I'm going to send Marissa to take a shower. She's a little spooked. She just saw Caliban Capp's ghosty. Aw, look at this. She had her very first kiss and first woohoo with Tybalt, and she is a fighter, man. No wonder she's got a bad reputation. She absolutely, yeah, the memories are borked right now, so it's not in the correct order, but yeah, she's not too friendly, is she? Amelia up here is supposed to be going to the potty. There she goes on her own. I'm going to keep Consort up here. It's unusual for me to have him be the caretaker for Amelia, but literally no one else is able to do it. I suppose River could. River doesn't have a good relationship with Amelia. He doesn't interact with her very much, so I should work on that. Oh, and I see this is Marissa's everyday wear. I'll let her keep this for now. Those heels are something else. But she looks great. She's very pretty sim. In my old Pleasant View file, I actually had her marry Malcolm Landgrab, and their children together were actually pretty decent looking. I remember not totally hating them, which was nice. And I'm going to have Marissa come up here and relax in the bed. She's not super tired, but, you know, Tybalt is, so he's cleaning up the dishes. Fantastic. And now that means I can delete everything when he's done. Consort is just sitting in this room, staring. I suppose that would spook Marissa a little bit, but we're going to bathe... Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Marissa. I'm going to bathe Amelia, and then probably put her back to bed, honestly. When you're done, yes, you're going to come up here and use your grandfather's bathroom and go join your wife. Oh, gosh, River's writing in his diary. He's like, "Dear diary, I kissed a really pretty girl today, and I think she fell in love with me. Let's see how long I can keep that going." He's writing with a knife. It's so funny to me. I never would have noticed that the pen they write in their diary with is a fork or a knife until I noticed someone talk about it, I think, on the Sims 2 Facebook page. And there's a mod to replace it with the pen, but I just don't care enough. So, it's kind of funny. But it is time for River to get upstairs and go to bed. He's got some homework piling up, but he has no desires to do it. He wants to gain a skill point of all things, so maybe we'll work on that. Where are you taking her? Hold on. I'm not sure where he's gonna go put her. Oh, okay. I just noticed that there's no light over here in this part of the hallway either. This entire house just needs an overhaul, which is partly the reason that I am hesitant to go all out with it, because it's just going to take me a lot of time, and I'm not so good at rearranging floor plans and stuff like that. I'll do the best I can. I'm going to satisfy the want that Consort had to talk to Tybalt, because they did have that talk. Look, he wants to woohoo in bed too. I'll lock that in for him. And so you guys already know what's going down right now. Tybalt and Marissa need to consummate the marriage. This is the only time that in a Sim's life where I force them to woohoo without them necessarily wanting to, or them doing it autonomously. He was talking about being in love. That's sweet. But I only do this because I like to see if there's a possibility that they're going to get pregnant. And yeah, it's called consummating the marriage. It's not a real thing anymore. I think that's pretty outdated, but listen, for my game, that's what it is. And everyone at this point should be in bed. It is 2:30 a.m. It's officially Saturday now. We're going to wait and see who wakes up first. All right, so we do have Amelia waking up first. Go figure. And I think that Dina, yeah, her energy is pretty full. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have her get up. Hopefully she doesn't also wake up Consort. No, he looks like he's staying in bed. Okay. So she's going to come use the potty really quickly, and then she's going to come up here and check on her daughter. Today, Saturday at 6 p.m. is going to be Amelia's birthday. So we'll see. I'll probably throw her a birthday party as well. It would be nice to maybe invite over Nina and her crew. Just have a little big Caliente family reunion. I'm going to check to see if anybody has any lifetime aspiration benefits that they can use. Marissa does, because she hasn't had any, so she has 6, and I'm just going to give her the base 3. And then I do not give my teenagers or younger any of the aspiration benefits. I typically don't give them aspiration benefits until they have graduated college, or, until they're an adult. Please don't turn that on. Thank you. This broken trash compactor has been bothering me, and it's been broken for so long. I keep waiting for the butler to fix it, but like I said before, the butler's just not that smart. So. Oh, okay, so Marissa has come downstairs in her underwear to help herself to some gelatin at the leftovers. All right, then. And then Tybalt must be awake too? No, he's still asleep. It's Saturday, so River doesn't have to go to work. Or, I'm sorry, he doesn't have to go to school. I just got excited because he wants to ask a Sim on a date, and he wants to do his homework. So as soon as he finishes his bath, I will let him get in here and do some schoolwork on a beautiful Saturday morning. He hasn't specified which Sim he wants to go on a date with. So usually what I'll do to kind of figure out which Sim I want them to go on a date with is see who his... Oh, dear. He can't get to the chair. That might be because of this. Let's try that. There we go. Oh. What's the issue here? Okay, that was weird. Whatever. I like River's room. It's just a little bit of clutter. I feel like he would keep it a little dirty, but it's not overly dirty because they do have a butler who would come in and tidy up after him. So that's why it's not too bad. He's doing his homework. Amelia's down here learning how to talk. She's actually already, like halfway up the bar. So they should finish at some point today. Dina still wants to invite Rip over, but I'm going to unlock it for now because logistically she cannot invite Rip over if Consort is home, because that's kind of just asking for trouble. Everybody and their mama wants to eat off of this godforsaken expired buffet table, so I'm deleting it. So I don't think I finished my thought earlier. What I was trying to say is, okay, what was that? What I was trying to say is I usually will use the ACR adjuster, which I don't know where it is. There it is. To see who he has the hots for. River has the hots for Mason Capp. So we're going to ask Mason on the date. It's only 9 a.m. though, so I guess I'll wait a little while. Maybe we'll go out a little bit later in the afternoon. I want him to be home though for Amelia's birthday party, which I'm probably going to start around like 3 p.m. That's typically what I'll do. Yay! And so Amelia just learned how to talk. Awesome. I was going to say it didn't give her the points, but it did. And now she's just tired enough. Dina's going to go plop her back in the bed. Okay, I didn't even notice. It kind of spooked me a little bit. Oberon Summer Dream is here, or Oberon Gossamer. I forgot that his name is changed in the clean template. So, alright then. He came by. I think he and Consort are friends. Yeah, they're very close. So, he just came by to say hello. I need Marissa to, go put some clothes on, but she... Oh dear, she and Tybalt both are in their underwear right in front of his grandfather. Getting their flirt on. Goodness. Alright. Marissa, you need to go upstairs and get dressed. Oh, they don't have a dresser. Fine, you can just use Consort's dresser. I don't care. And then same thing for Tybalt. I'm going to have him go in here and get dressed for the day. Dina's up there taking a shower. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the smart milk. We don't need it anymore until someone else in this house has a baby. I really do not expect Dina to have any more children. If she got pregnant again, whether by Consort or someone else, I would be a little shocked. I would be a little shocked. Uh-oh. What are we arguing about over here? Consort is saying, don't come up in this house using your magic and stuff on us. He knows that Oberon is magical. Okay, we're going to have some toaster pastries. Oberon is like, I would never, ever use my magic to turn you into a fish. I don't know. Ooh, Tybalt is thinking about his woohoo last night. He wants to kiss her. Alright, yeah, what are they? Are they actually arguing? Yeah, they're straight up just arguing. It's hurting their relationship. We need to chill. And weirdly, Consort wants to play a computer game. I think he has a lot of enthusiasm in games. Yes, because he plays chess a lot. And now he wants to gossip with River. Who's he going to talk about this time? A wolf. Alright. To each their own. Tybalt and Marissa are sweet. I think he is intentionally being romantic with Marissa in front of Consort because he wants Consort to think that he's a, you know, oh, congratulations on a good party. But I think he wants Consort to think like, oh, he's actually trying, you know, he's really gonna start his own family and make me proud. Tybalt is the last one of his siblings to not have children, so they better go ahead and start working on that if they're going to. Being that he's a popularity sim and Marissa's a fortune sim, I don't anticipate either of them rolling the want to have a baby, but, you know. Oh, and something else I would like to do for Marissa is give her a degree. So, oops, we're going to go get the bat box. I usually will do this when my sim marries a townie. I go ahead and make sure that the townie is set up for success. She is in the science career, so I feel like she probably would have gone to college. So we're going to give her a degree in, let's say, biology. And that gives her the updated wands panel, so she'll have 6 wands, just like Tybalt. Yeah, okay. And that's all I needed that for. And sometimes I will also use the sim blender to set their ages to a certain way. Like, I have the aging townie mod now, so not all of my townies move in at the beginning of their lifespan. So being that she is 25 days from becoming an elder, that would make her 2 years younger than Tybalt. And I actually think that that's kind of fitting. Man, everybody wants a piece of Marissa. Alright, it's about 11:30. I am going to go ahead and have River... Does he have a cell phone? No. I'm going to have him call up Mason and ask her on a date. They're going to go out to a community lot. And yes, Mason Capp on a date. Oh, now Consort is talking badly to Tybalt about his friend Amin. We're going to go to a community lot. And the taxi's coming. That's it. Maybe we'll go get lunch or something. And Consort wants to get romantic, so I'm going to have him come relax in the bed. Dina's going to answer the phone. Hello? Is Marissa available to talk? Iris wants to speak to Marissa. Oh, no, not sleep. I guess we'll say yes. And Amelia's up here. Looks like she did get some rest. Alright, so where are we going to go? We have 5 Pentameter Parkway, Arcadia, Stratford's, and the Market. And I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, I turned the Market into a restaurant. I think. Because I think I typed this in. Newly renovated, the Market is ready for Sims of all ages. Enjoy playing on the state-of-the-art playground with the kids. And then enjoy a delicious meal inside the barn. Let's just go check it out. I'm like fairly certain that I did that, so. Oh no, Oberon is in there. He's going to try to watch. Oh dear. We're going to just stay on River's side of the story for now. And being that this has been turning into a very long video, this may or may not be cut down into 2 videos, so I'll decide while I'm editing if I needed to do that. So if you are seeing this now, this is going to be the end of part 1, and then we're going to pick it up with part 2, starting with the date and Amelia's birthday party. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.